What's happening, everyone? Welcome back. My name is Adrian and this is another episode of What the Fun. So in today's video I will be going over changes and updates to your current RCD330 unit. And for those of you that's tuned in, that's looking for a bit more information on how you can upgrade your old style stereo in your older Golf or Skoda, I'll have links up above on my previous videos on how to fit the unit and comparisons of the different units as well. But today's video is basically about updates and changes you may have already seen on your current unit right now, if not very soon. Basically the video is about updated changes to Apple CarPlay, so it's not really a video specific to the RCD330 units. It's basically for anyone that has Apple CarPlay currently fitted to their car. So as soon as you update to iOS 17, you will see some of these changes. So I'm just going to go through the different changes right now with you. Okay, so to start off with, I'm going to go over my current favorite feature on this new iOS CarPlay update. Basically, it's called Apps Behind Siri. So let me show you an example of what things are currently like without that feature turned on. So you can see, I get a message, I tap on the message, and at the moment, can't see anything in the background. Can't see my previous app, I can't see the map that I had opened up. So now, let's make the changes, which is in Settings, and it's basically in your Siri and Suggestions. It'll be at the bottom of the menu, show Apps Behind Siri, and let's go back to the map and let's send another test message just to show you what it looks like now. So as you can see, unlike before where it was great, let's bring that back up again. So unlike before where it was grayed out and I can't see the map, now I can see what's going on in the background on the map, even though I still have this massive thing in the way, but I can still just about see what's going on in the background as well. If you're quite lucky and you have a much larger CarPlay screen, then obviously that's going to look a bit better on your one as well. But I quite like these small new touches basically. Next up, messages. Whilst we were testing messages just now with Apps Behind Siri, you may have noticed that the messages buttons are a bit bigger now. Let's bring that back up. Let's do another test message. And excuse Siri again. As you can see, the reply, repeat, call button are much bigger compared to before.
Button. Do you want to send it or change it?
Let's ignore Siri for now, but you can see the buttons are a bit big on the screen. I will also bring up a screen recording of the old version just so you have an idea how different this looks right now. Cool. But yes, like I said, these smallest changes that make a little bit more of a difference to how we use the device basically. Okay, next up, whilst we are on maps, let's go over the next feature, which is quite useful, but I know it's been available on Google Maps for quite some time, but now it's available on Apple Maps as well. But yeah, so what am I talking about? I am talking about offline maps, allowing you to download maps so that if you're going into areas that you know for sure, or potentially going into areas that may have signal issues and you know you won't be able to get the maps whilst on the go, then you can kind of preempt it and download the maps for those specific locations. So yeah, like I said, Google Maps have been doing this for a while, but now Apple Maps has this too, which kind of means, like, you know, you're kind of sticking more into the Apple ecosystem, just more like sticking with their apps. But how do you do this now? So because it's available on the phone, you can download the maps on the phone and then it'll be available on your CarPlay. So basically how you would do this is on the Maps app on your phone. Once that's opened, tap on your initials or picture where your profile is, and that'll bring up an additional menu. and within there should be the third option down. You will have download offline maps, and you can download a new map, and from here you can select search a particular area. In this case, let's search this place, and you can sort of like drag and change the size of the area you want to capture, and basically download it. It will give you a rough idea of how large a file size you'll be downloading as well. Cool. And still, whilst we are still on maps, there is a bit more EV integration for Apple Maps and CarPlay. I won't be able to exactly show you this because I don't have an EV, but trust me, it's there, it's available. Might not be available for all electric cars yet, but I think it's rolling out to different electric cars as time goes by, so as more updates come available. But yeah, trust me, it's there. Another update that will affect how you use Apple CarPlay with this iOS 17 update is how it affects your use with the inbuilt voice recognition system, Siri. There you go. Did you see what happened here? So usually when you activate Siri, you'd usually go, Hey Siri. But with the updates to iOS 17 is you can also activate the voice recognition system with Siri. There you go. Might change lives, might not, but it's these little things that kind of add up over time that kind of change the way we use the device. But yeah, that's another one that you might find useful. Next one we have not a huge change, but it's basically to do with the wallpapers that's available for CarPlay. A few more options, some new ones, but then the old ones you had previously are slightly updated. But yeah, not a life-changing update, but I don't know, some of you might enjoy it because some of the colours may go with the theme that you're going for in your car a bit more. But yeah, slight changes and updates to existing maps and new wallpaper, and updated existing ones as well. Cool. Okay, so now the last one I will go over with this iOS 17 CarPlay update is basically to do with music. So they added onto iOS 17 CarPlay this option called, so you might notice that there's this new funny symbol at the top there. It's called SharePlay. So what does this do? So imagine you're going on road trips with your friends, family, and you know there's going to be disputes about the musical choices. So instead of having people mess about with your music on your phone, you can have others contribute to the musical choices that will be going on with your journey. How do you do this? So it's quite straightforward. Firstly, you do need to make sure everyone else is on iOS 17, because if they're not, the feature might not work very well or not work at all with other devices. So just make sure everyone is on iOS 17. Basically quite straightforward. As you can see, once you press SharePlay, it brings up this option with the QR code. Open the QR code, and then your passenger will just basically give themselves a name. And then you can see you need to approve to let them join your SharePlay basically. And then it's simple as that. So once they've been approved, they'll go onto their music app and just contribute to the musical choices that will take place on your lovely journey. Simple as that. And if you actually don't like the musical choices that some of your passengers are adding to the journey, basically just get rid of them. So yeah, that's it. That's the last and final update to go away. Last and final update to iOS 17 CarPlay I would like to go over. So that's it. Hope you found today's video helpful, useful to yourself. If you're really enjoying the content, make sure to like and subscribe just so you can stay informed on any more new videos coming from myself. But from me this week, thank you very much for tuning in. I will see you all next time. Thank you very much. Bye bye.